Hi, Chad here with Purple Collar Life, and welcome to a very special week here on Purple Collar Life. You know how some weeks on TV they have like Shark Weeks? Well, here on Purple Collar Life on our channel we're having Tractor Week. So lots to show you this week. There will be videos put out several times this week all about tractors. Not so many about this John Deere. Maybe this hat will give you a little clue. I was actually invited to go visit Rural King for my own one-on-one demo days. So I got to test out all the tractors, drive them around, hook things up to them, tried out a backhoe, lots of exciting stuff, and I can't wait to tell you about it. They actually contacted me because in the last several months, several of you have gone to that Rural King store and bought RK tractors. So thank you so much for when you buy a tractor, mentioning that you saw the tractors on Purple Collar Life. We really appreciate it. If anybody else goes to Rural King and buys tractors or UTVs or other equipment, we would appreciate it if you'd mention that Purple Collar Life sent you there. As you know, it really helps out the channel, and we really appreciate the opportunity at the Rural King store to go today and do some playing on tractors. So stay tuned this week. Lots of videos coming up about these tractors. Today, in this video, we're starting out with the brand new RK25 series tractor. It's that nice, what I think necessary step up from the RK24. It's got the bigger frame size than this tractor, bigger tires. One of them has the R14. Pretty excited to show you that. And make sure you tune in all week long as we release new videos about the RK tractors that I had a chance to play on today. Here's an RK21H. This is the little guy. See, it does have the industrial R4 tires. Interestingly, this one has the treadle style pedal. Category 1 3-point hitch. Next size up is the RK24. This one has the ag tires and Backhoe BH 6.5. You see the RK24 has the side-by-side hydrostatic pedals, single brake, front end loader, L75. Hi, Chad here with Purple Collar Life. Today I'm here with Chris at the Rural King. We're going to talk about these RK25s. We're going to get on them, drive them around a little bit. We'll talk about the specs, we'll talk about the capabilities, and I think it's something you'll enjoy. So Chris, thank you for joining Purple Collar Life today.
How you doing today?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Well, we've got our new RK25. Doing real good so far. Everybody's very pleased with it. It's got the 3-cylinder Yanmar in it. It comes fully loaded with everything, even Bluetooth speakers, work lights. It's, like we say, more tractor for your dollar.
Yeah.
So.
And this is a nice frame size. It's a little bit bigger than the RK24s, but it's not quite as big for the large capacity stuff as a 37 or a 55.
It's got a 24.7 horsepower engine in it. The PTO is actually only 18.3 though.
Okay.
So I mean, you do lose a little bit of power, but it's still a lot more than what you're getting with some of the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. If you don't need to get into the bigger ones, I think this would really be ideal. It does have the hydrostatic 2-range transmission, so it offers a lot more power at lower speeds if you need that. Mm-hmm. Now the thing is, when you get up on it, it seems like it's a little higher than the 24. It's 107 inches long, front to back. We're looking at 53 inches wide, and then it's got a 61-inch wheelbase. The overall weight for this is actually only like 1881, so it will fit. It's good for like a normal trailer.
Okay.
Until you get the backhoe or some other implements on it, mm-hmm. Then you might exceed the weight. But.
And I see this one has the mid-mount deck. Looks like it's a 60-inch.
Yes.
So you can equip this with the mid-mount deck. only if you don't have the backhoe?
If
or
you don't have the
anything?
backhoe.
Okay.
So if you take the backhoe off, then we could put the deck on.
Okay. And you said this is 20, how many horsepower?
This is 24.7.
Okay, so it does not require the regen system.
No, it doesn't.
That's nice. And I see it's got cruise here. Does look like it's pretty loaded up. Are you able to add the third function if someone wants
You
that?
can put a third function on here. This one is compatible with a 54-inch grapple.
Okay.
So, and then with the 54-inch grapple, you're looking at like a 55 in length, 44 width, and then 38 total height. They're very, very big sellers with this one, because if you're going to be moving out through the woods, because this is perfect for going through the woods, you know, you got to have that grapple on there, help clear stuff out.
So if someone comes to a Rural King and they decide the 25 is what they want, but they want the grapple, is that something you guys do all the installation back in the shop?
What'll happen is if you say, oh, listen, this is what I want, XYZ, we'll get the grapple, we'll get the tractor and the grapple sent from Ohio.
Okay.
And then my guys in the back will install the third function valve. And when you pick up your tractor, it'll come with either the grapple or the bucket, however you want it set up and configured. That's what it'll be ready to go.
So you can see this tractor has the skid steer style quick attach. Chris, can you tell me a little bit about that? I don't know if you watch our channel or not, but we are John Deere equipment, so I am not as familiar with this as I am with the John Deere system. Like, what can be attached to this? How does it work?
Well, it's made to be extremely easy. One person can do it, so that you don't have to have everybody out there helping you switch these out. It's super simple. What we have right now for the RK25, we have, of course, the bucket. We have some forks. We have a snow pusher, and of course the grapple that I mentioned earlier. So, and all those can be ordered if we don't have them in stock.
And then to lift the deck up.
To lift the deck, you'll go.
I see, so it's up right.
Right, and then we have your speed, the lever, the knob here controls the speed at which it'll go up and down, as well as the rear implements.
So this lever that you use to lift the deck is the same one that's lifting the arms?
Yes.
So the first thing you notice when you're driving is that it auto idles up as you're accelerating. That's just built in?
Very user friendly. There's no, I mean, this really is only if you're going to be using the backhoe or an implement and you're going to be operating at lower speeds and you want to raise up the throttle. Okay. You really don't need this to drive it anymore.
That's interesting. All right, so to disconnect my bucket.
All right, go ahead and lay it down. Right there. We're going to go ahead and just pull these up. Actuate the head. Back up. And you're done. Now when you're ready to come back in, you'll do the exact same thing. Lift up a bit. Keep going. A little bit. And you're back on.
Very easy.
Super user friendly. And lots of fun to drive.
Yeah. I definitely like the auto throttle. That's probably saves a lot of fuel, and it, you know, it's nice that you don't have to mess with the throttle.
Yeah. Work lights.
LED work lights, that's nice.
And they do flip back around, they do flip around, so if you're working.
Yep.
And then they will turn off when you turn the tractor off.
Oh.
And it has cruise control.
I saw that. Perfect for if you're doing any brush hogging, mowing.
Especially the mowing, oh God.
Yeah.
And it does have the dual
chargers.
So if you want to, If you don't want to put your phone in the wireless charger, you can go there. It's got the bigger cup holder, you know, so that when you're working and you have your big cup with you.
Yeah. So we're here at the back of the tractor now. I wanted to talk a little bit about something different that Rural King does. A lot of times if you buy a John Deere or a Kubota tractor, the first thing you get is some type of an implement on the back because you need extra weight on the back for ballast whenever using the loader. One of the things I've always liked about Rural King tractors is they use rim guard in the tires from the factory. So you've already got some ballast there with you. So obviously you still want to add an implement if you're doing a lot of heavy lifting on the front. But it's nice that for normal loader work, those tires are loaded. Can you tell us a little bit about rim guard, what it is, how it works?
Well, the rim guard that we use now is beet juice. The older stuff that they used to put in there would corrode the rims.
Okay.
So just to give a little extra longer life to the tires and the rims, we switched over to beet juice, and they do come factory loaded. Now the bucket has a max lifting of like 1380 on this.
Okay.
Like you said, I wouldn't try to max out the bucket unless you had a ballast box.
Yep.
But it does increase the use of the bucket with the rim guard than without, because without you see it all the time. They try to pick something up and
yep.
Your
and
nose
people don't
down.
understand that front axle is made to articulate.
Yes.
So once the back axle comes off the ground a little bit, the tractor does want to tilt one side or the other.
Yeah.
And this is a Category 1 3-point system?
It's Category 1 3-point system. So.
Okay. And I see now where these arms over these little brackets over top of the arms is what attaches to the mid-mount deck
Right.
to lift it.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're here at the other RK25 that's on the lot at our local Rural King, and you can see the difference here is the R14 tires. So Stihl has that liquid ballast in it with the rim guard, but you're getting more of an agricultural look. The R14 tires, you know, I've talked about them on the channel a little bit before. I'm really impressed with them. I think it's the perfect hybrid mix between the R1 ag tires and the R4 industrial tires and a turf tire. So Chris, what have you seen? What are people saying about these tires as they look at these tractors?
First of all, it widens the stance, so it gives it a more tractor-ish look.
Yeah.
People are very happy with them. My customers are saying they're great in the yard because they don't tear up the yard. A lot of my customers are saying that they're great out in the trail. They get great traction. Very happy with them. Even in the soup,
Yeah.
they're great. I haven't had any complaints about these new Goodyears. Everybody loves them. And like you said, they are already factory filled. So.
And here in Northwest Pennsylvania, we get our fair share of snow. Have you heard people say how these are in the snow compared to like the industrial?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I haven't had a whole lot of, we didn't have any 25s come out before the snow, so.
Okay. I know on my John Deere 2210, I've got the R4 tires, and in the snow, I also have a set of turf tires. I find that the turf tires are better in snow than the R4s are.
Well, I really think that these are going to perform very well this year.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people, because the 25s do come with the snow pusher.
Okay.
And a lot of people have ordered it. I think these are going to do great.
Yep. Can we take a look under the hood here and see
Sure,
what the engine looks like? Oh, so it opens from the rear.
Yes. There's a latch right by your brake. Don't hit that.
Yeah. So easy access to the air filter. Talk to me about maintenance of these. Is this something that I mostly maintain on my own at home, or is it something that I set up appointments and bring it in here to Rural King?
You can set up an appointment and bring it in here. Give us a day, drop it off on a Monday, pick it up on a Tuesday. It's the usual 50-hour maintenance. We'll change out your front axle fluids, all your hydraulic fluids, check your filters, change the oil. It takes probably, my guys who are used to doing it, it'll take them about 2 hours.
Okay.
If you want to do it at home, that's fine. We just ask that you keep good records of it, and that you keep your receipts from what you buy to do it. Because if there's ever a warranty issue, we're going to want that. But
and you guys stock all those filters and oil and everything here?
Yes. In fact, part of our customer service is if you tell us, hey, look, I'm going to be doing my 50-hour maintenance. Give me a day in advance. I'll have it all sitting in a basket for you. You just come get it. It'll have your name on it. You don't have to walk around the store figuring how much and what you need.
Perfect. So this RK25 does have the backhoe on it, so Chris will talk a little bit about that. And the first thing I'll mention, I've said it before, I like backhoe systems where there's a separate seat. I don't like the swivel seat system or the flip seat system for the tractor, so I appreciate that this RK model has its own seat for the backhoe. So Chris, what can you tell me about this?
All right, well, this backhoe right here, it has about an 80-inch digging depth to it. From the center point here, has a 118 inch reach.
Okay.
So really kind of versatile. A lot of our customers are finding that it's even more than what they need.
Okay.
It's very strong. It's a very good backhoe.
Okay.
Now they come standard with a 12-inch bucket. However, we can do like a 9, 12, 16, 18, or 24-inch bucket if you need it. They're fantastic, and with this you really don't need to worry about a ballast box. They're pretty easy to take on and off as well.
I see this one has the thumb on it. Is that standard with every backhoe, or is that an additional thing that was added on?
They're standard with all the backhoes have thumbs. However, these are not hydraulic. It's just a mechanical thumb that you'll have to adjust for whatever you're going to be doing with the backhoe.
So you set this in a position and then you curl the bucket up to it.
So if you're going to be picking up big rocks or something, you'd probably want it wide open. If you're doing just gravel or something like that, you could adjust it as needed.
Okay.
So why don't we start it up and you can give her a shot?
Sure. Now, is this going to, does the auto idle also?
No.
So you
will have
up
to
as
idle
you're digging?
up.
Okay.
Exactly. Start it. So we will throttle up. It has steps, so it's easier for us shorter guys to get on there.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go ahead and, the red throttles are for your outriggers, go ahead and set those. Now this one will push this one actually works the bucket, and this works the boom.
Okay.
Out and back, left and right. The bucket's already as far as it's gonna, yeah. Well, like I was saying, this will actually get out there like 118 inches all the way out. And the great thing about this is you can dig straight from the side. You can push it right to the side and keep working.
So you have a wide range of motion here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a few places where our customers have been digging up the
black
pavements.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that. That's really cool. And it feels like you can do two things at once. Like it'll let it go out and
yeah,
at the
you
same
can
time.
articulate it, and like I said, two ways at once.
And then when you're done, you just pick the outriggers back up. That definitely seems like it would get a lot of work done and be some fun too.
Oh yeah, everybody says with the side jobs they've done for their buddies and stuff, the backhoe's paid for itself.
Yep.
They're fantastic tools.
So I have always said that I appreciate when if I just drive by here, you've got all the price tags out on front, so there's no worrying about what's the price. So a tractor just like this one, a 25 with the backhoe, what's someone looking at out the door price? So here's the pricing for the RK25H, which is the one we were just on, with the backhoe. So you'd be adding $16, $15,999, and $55,999. Now the loader you're showing here, but that is already included.
That's already in the price, right? Okay. Some people would prefer a tractor just without the loader. So.
Okay. And then you can add mid-mount mower to any of these 25s, but you take the backhoe off when you put the mower on.
Exactly. And I have mowers in the shop.
And here's lists of other matched equipment: yard rake, rear blade, rotary cutter, rotary tiller, dump trailer, and then there's that G54 granite grapple. So just another question I had about these. Let's say this is the tractor I decide that I want, but I really want those R14 tires. Is it possible to switch out tires on a unit you have here in stock?
Not with what we have in stock. What I can do is I'll order you a whole new tractor with the tires on it, put on at the factory. It really doesn't take that long for us to get tractors. It's not like it was in the summer. We're looking probably closer to about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks for a tractor. And rather than switching out the tires and doing all that, we'll just get you exactly what you want straight from the factory.
Okay. And you say a lot of these are stocked in Ohio?
They're built in Ohio.
Okay.
We have 3 distribution facilities, and the one that services this area is out of Ohio. Okay. So.
And then these have an 8-year warranty?
Yes.
And that covers what?
That covers the engine, the powertrain, things like the transmission, things like that.
Okay.
So great warranty. It's one of the best in the business, actually. So.
And this tractor is small enough you can put it, like you said, on a landscape trailer and haul it here if you need service done. But let's say I get an RK70, was it a 74?
A 74?
Or a 55, and I don't have a trailer big enough. What do I do about service in that instance?
So we have a couple of people that we work with that are insured and bonded that can transport these for us.
Okay.
Okay. Or we also have a mobile tech. If you can't come to us, it won't start, it's stuck in the field, I have a mobile tech that can come to you.
Okay.
Although we do have to schedule that, so you have to be patient, it does take time.
Right.
As far as if you bring it here, give me a day to diagnose it, a couple of days to get the parts in, a day or two to put the parts on, and you're back out the door.
Great. So this is the one that has the R14 tires and the backhoe. Brand new machine, still has the plastic on the floor there. This does have split brakes, dual hydrostatic forward and reverse pedals. Loader control is right here, nicely mounted beside you. Like I said before, I don't like those ones that are mounted up on the actual loader frame. I like them on the tractor. It does have a nice frame system underneath for that backhoe. You can see the exhaust comes out right here. A little bit thicker front axle and frame on this machine than you would see on the RK24. It's a bigger stance. It has the L85 front end loader. More advanced headlights there. I hope you enjoyed the first video of Tractor Week here on Purple Collar Life. It was really a lot of fun for me to show you this RK25 tractor, actually the two they had in stock at our Rural King store. They were really fun to drive. It was the first time I had ever used a backhoe or even sat on one or tried to operate it, so that was certainly a learning experience, but I think I could get the hang of it pretty quickly. Hope you liked this video about the RK25. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos this week as we look at the other RK model tractors here at the Rural King. Just like this one, I got to drive on them, play with them, and test them out. I look forward to giving you my thoughts on those tractors as well, but certainly this brand new RK25, it was fun to drive, fun to play on, and I thank Rural King and Chris for giving me the opportunity to spend a day playing at their store in Franklin, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching. If you like videos like this, make sure you click that like button down below, comment down below, share with your friends, and if you're not already a subscriber, please click that subscribe button. I'll leave you here at the end of the video with a ride along as I drove the RK25 around the parking lot at Rural King.